Awesome. All right. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Hopefully, you all had a good weekend and you're looking forward to starting the week and getting through some of your goals that you have. So I'm really happy to be here with you and start a new, fresh week off with you. My name is Leanne. I'm really happy to be here with you. Some of you, most of all of you, are from the PCP program or past PCP programs, so that's great. And just make sure you mute your screens real quick so that we can keep our space nice and zen. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm just gonna keep my door cracked so my cats know that I'm in here. But you're gonna wanna get nice and comfy and cozy. So if you have a yoga mat, that's awesome. If not, just come to your floor or grab a blanket or something that is gonna be nice and cozy underneath you. We're gonna start off with a little bit of, can everyone hear me okay? Thumbs up. Awesome, very good. I switched rooms, so I'm not usually in this room, trying something new. So we're gonna start with a little bit of a breathing exercise and a little bit of a mantra, and then we're gonna get right down into our stretching, and it's a little bit of yoga in there as well. All right, so come on to your mat or your nice comfy cozy place. And then just take a moment to settle into where you are. So maybe you're just waking up or just kind of getting your body moving this morning. So take one moment to place one hand on the heart, the other on the belly. Taking nice deep breaths in through the nose, exhale, let it go. Nice big inhales, really cleansing our bodies with a nice big breath. Exhale, let it all go. And one more nice deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. Very nice. We'll gently place our hands down by our sides and really sit up nice and tall. So nudge yourself to sit up nice and tall through your spine, making sure you're nice and connected from your root chakra all the way through the crown of your head. So really feeling that nice, good posture, really allowing your spine to be nice and stacked. Take a nice deep breath here. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Really feel yourself kind of growing in this moment. Nice, good energy through the crown of the head. And then gently taking your weight into one hand, shifting it into the other, kind of waking up the body with a nice side stretch. Maybe you take this a little bit further and let the hands come together at the top and then take your side stretches here. Your choice. Just continue to let the shoulders relax down the back. Nice, good morning stretch here. Nice. And then we'll gently take our hands to a clasp at the lower back. So either clasp the hands at the lower back or you can grab opposite elbows, your choice. You just want to open the heart nice and big here. So draw the shoulders away from the ears. Let your gaze kind of go up to the sky. Relax your face, relax your shoulders. Feel your heart opening physically here. So nice big open heart. We know that if we lead our lives with an open heart, it will always bring more opportunity to us. So we're trying to create that openness here. Nice deep open heart here. Nice openness through mind, body, and spirit as we start our Monday morning off. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale, let it go. Nice. Let go of the hands behind the back here. On the inhale, rise the arms all the way up to the sky. Let the gaze come up. Exhale, let the hands come into heart center. Nice big inhale, rise the arms up to the sky. Exhale into heart center once more. Nice big aura of energy all around you, creating this positivity and sending it all back into heart center. I invite you to set your intention for your practice today, or setting an intention for your week, or an intention for the rest of the month, your choice. But allowing it to be realistic in the moment, allowing it to be self-serving, allowing it to be nurturing, whatever that intention is, just set it for yourself. And then perhaps you take our little mantra today with you. Perhaps it resonates with you. You can attach it to your intention or just keep it as your intention as well. So our mantra for today is, you are a seed, a well, a house. You are everything you are searching for. You have all you need to create what you want, to do what you want, and to be the best version of yourself. So allow that mantra to vibrate in your soul, vibrate in your home, allow it to spread out into the world so that others can feel it as well. And taking a nice deep breath in, exhale, let it go. Very nice. All right, so we're going to gently start to bring our legs around, coming into a gentle tabletop position. Just gonna add some music to our practice here. Hopefully y'all can hear it. Very good. So we're gonna come onto tabletop position. Remember, your transitions are your own, so you really wanna create transitions that work for you. So coming onto your tabletop position, take a moment to just move through the hips here, move through the shoulders, kind of moving through the upper body nice and gently. Really kind of waking up the upper body here. You can take some cat and cows, you can do a little figure 8, whatever feels best for you. And then we're gently going to, I'm just going to turn to the side, but you can stay where you are. We're gently going to take our right leg, bring it out to the side, place your foot down onto the ground, and then taking a little bit of a sway through the hips, right and left. So we're opening our hips up first thing in the morning here, which is really good. We carry a lot of unknown tension in our hips, so the chance to open that up in the morning is always very good. Nice. We're going to take that leg, bring it back behind you, extend the leg. So right leg is back behind you, send the left arm in front of you, engage the core, nice good stretch here. And then take that left hand, bring it back, bend that right leg back here, and take a nice good quad stretch. Make sure you're supported through the core, breathe. Very nice. Coming back to that nice long line. We'll take the right leg that's up in the air, bring it in front of you, step the foot in between the hands. I've got my slippers on this morning. So making sure that you bring the toes just in front so that the knee is over the ankle. Push into this hip flexor here. Hands can either stay on either side of your feet or on either side of your foot, or they can rise up to your thigh, or they can rise up above, your choice. So find what works for you here. Maybe you take a mini back bend, opening the heart a little bit more. Really feeling the stretch in the hip flexor. Really good for those of us who might be sitting or working from home to open up the hip flexors. Good. Take a nice deep breath. On the exhale, we're going to flex into the front foot. Send your hips behind you, coming into a half split. So stretching this hamstring. Maybe you teeter the ankle back and forth or take a few ankle rolls here to feel that stretch. Very good. We're going to take that half crescent lunge one more time. So shifting the weight into the front knee, knee over the ankle here. Option to bring the hands up, your choice. Maybe you can take a nice big inhale, exhale, and let go a little bit more through this hip flexor, your choice. Take a nice deep breath. Flexing into that front foot once more. And feeling the stretch through the hamstring. Very nice. We're going to bring the hands to the inside of our left knee and then draw that foot around to the back, coming back into tabletop position. Shake out through the hips. Very nice. From here, we're going to step the left leg out to the side, just like we did on the other side. So stepping that left leg out to the side, drop the foot down. And then taking your side sways through the hips here, opening up the hips for the first time this morning. Very nice. Breathing. Good, good, good. And then send that left leg back behind you, straight back behind. Point the toes. Maybe you move through the ankle. And then opposite hand comes out. So my left leg is back, which means my right arm is going to come out. Stay supported through the core here. Breathe. Feel this nice long energy line, powering up our core right away. And then we'll take that right hand, bring it back to meet the back left foot or ankle, your choice. Feel that quad stretch here. Very nice. Nice deep breaths. And we're going to take that left leg, step it in between the hands to come into your half crescent lunge. So remember to scoot the toes up a little bit so that the knee is right over the ankle. You want to find that foundation. Hands can be on either side of your foot or Sorry, I have to get my cats out of here. Hands can be on either side of the foot, or, sorry guys, you are not gonna be in here chewing on my wires. So really feeling the stretch, maybe the hands come to the thigh, or you can open up the arms, your choice. So just taking a couple deep breaths here as you feel the stretch in the hip flexor. Very important to start off the morning, stretching our hip flexors as best as we can, especially for those of us sitting during the day for work. Good, so flex into that front leg. Send the weight behind you for half split. Maybe you teeter front and back on that heel. Maybe you take a few ankle rolls. Very nice. Once more, shift the weight forward. Back into that front knee, knee over the ankle. Maybe the hands come up, your choice, find what works for you. Really feel that stretch in the hip flexor. Nice and deep stretch here. Breathing. And when you're ready, shift the weight back into the hamstring. Feeling that stretch here. Very nice. Good. Hands come to the inside of the left knee. We're going to swing that leg around, coming back into tabletop position. And then gently, we're going to move into our very first downward facing dog of the day. So pushing the hips up. So with downward dog, you want to push the hips up, coming into kind of an upside down V. And then walk out through the hamstrings here. Really good hamstring stretch. Push the hands away from you, like you're trying to push your mat from underneath of you. And then let the head and the neck release as best as you can. We're just walking out through the feet here, feeling that stretch through the hamstring. Very nice. From here, we're going to send our right leg up the back. We're going to take a couple pulses. This is really good for those of you trying to work on your air bass or your splits or your leaps. So we're going to take a couple pulses, just 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to take that right leg that's up and we're going to bring it in between the hands, bringing that knee down onto the ground for pigeon. So the knee swoops down in. Now here, you might have to teeter around a little bit to find a good angle for you. Everyone's hips open differently in pigeon. So maybe you bring your ankle in a little bit, maybe you bring it out. Just make sure you're right over top of the hips. Hips are square to the front of your mat. And then that back foot should be directly behind your hip. Option to stay here. You can stay up. You can bend this back leg and kind of hold it for a quad stretch. Or you can come down and just take a few breaths here. So again, opening up the hip flexors, opening up the hips first thing in the morning. Take a couple breaths here. Very nice. Nice deep breaths. So you never want to hold or strain anything. If you feel yourself shaking, feel free to kind of wiggle around or move around to a more comfortable place. We're just here to find peace in our poses, not to strain or force anything or create any injury. We're going to take 3 more breaths wherever you are. Nice deep breaths. If you're down, gently start to make your way up. Maybe you take a moment to open the heart here. Maybe you take that counter stretch. Your choice. And then we're going to sit back through our left hip. So we're going to come into a half straddle here. So sitting back through that left hip, right knee is bent into your center body, sitting up nice and tall. Take a nice stretch toward that bent knee. So we're bending or stretching over to the right bent knee. Nice side body stretch. And then we're going to stretch toward the left leg that is open. So stretching over toward that side. Very nice. Now we're going to come up, turn our hips toward the left leg here. You can flex the foot if it feels better for you. You might get a better hamstring stretch by flexing it. But you really want your hips to be square toward that left foot. Reach the arms up and then take your flat back over. So try to keep the back flat instead of hunching over the leg. It's really going to help create square hips, and it's really going to create a nice, good flat back base so that once you do come over a little bit further, you're not hunching, yeah? Breathing here. Inhale to rise. We're gonna take that one more time, right over top of that left leg. Maybe you can grab the toes. Very good. From here, coming back up. This time we're gonna take this right knee that's bent in front of us. We're gonna bring it back behind us for a jazz split. So right leg comes back behind you. Now just find an angle that works for you. If you need to bring your foot in a little closer, that's fine. Just find what works, but you wanna be square to that leg that's facing, or facing to the left, okay? So option to stay here, or option to go ahead and lean over with that leg back in your jazz split. Breathing, nice deep breaths. If you want to take a couple pulses, that's fine. Just make sure you're breathing, never holding the breath in any of our stretches. Breath is always going to help you to release your muscles and release further down. Inhale to rise the arms up. This time the hands are going to come back behind you. Now option to maybe come back a little bit. Find what works for you. If you want to come back to the elbows, if you want to come all the way back, that's fine too. Just find what works and don't strain too much. And then once you do come down, maybe you flex and point the foot. So left foot can flex and point. Really feeling that stretch here. We're going to take 3 breaths where we are. Either you're on your elbows or all the way down, your choice. Good, feeling that stretch in the hip flexor and the quad. Very nice. We're gently going to find our way up, nice and slowly. Good. And then we're going to come to a full straddle here. So bring both legs out straight in front of you, or straight to the side of you, I'm sorry. So legs are out, sit up nice and tall. Maybe you bring your hands right behind you and kind of push your bottom up so that you are sitting up nice and tall here. We're going to bring the arms above us. We're going to flex, point, flex, point here. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall, engage the core. Very good. From here, we point the feet, flex the feet, bend the knees, breathe. Straighten the knees, point the feet, breathe. Flex, bend, breathe. Straighten, point, breathe. Flex, bend, breathe. Straighten, point, breathe. One more. Flex, point, breathe. Straighten, point. There we go. I think I did too many, but that's okay. Take a nice deep breath here. Nice. From here, we're going to go from the left around to the right. So nice big circles. Make sure you're really filling out those circles all the way around. We're going to take 3 nice big circles in your straddle. Good. Very nice. Good. So we're going to bring the legs together. Take a moment to kind of windshield wiper the legs back and forth. And then we're going to do everything we just did on the other side. So we've got to come back into our tabletop position. We're going to move back into our downward facing dog. So take your transitions however you need to. Find your way to your downward facing dog again. Maybe take a moment to walk the feet out. Very good. And then we're going to take our left leg up. So left leg goes up. So remember we did the right leg the first time. So left leg goes up. We're going to pulse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to bend that knee, come through the center. Bring that knee down in between the hands, coming into pigeon, opposite side. Good, so left leg is forward this time. We're finding our way into our pigeon. If you need to kind of wiggle around, move the foot around. Make sure that back foot is right behind your hip. Make sure your hips are square in the front. Option to stay up here, this is perfectly fine. Or option to come on down and breathe here. So really stretching through this hip flexor. If you need to kind of teeter back and forth to find kind of your sweet spot, feel free to do that. Or really just finding your breath, finding moments where you can release even more. We'll take 3 more breaths here. Very nice. We'll gently start to make our way up. Maybe you take a moment to open up the heart here. Maybe you take a moment to bend that back leg, your choice. Very nice. Now we're gonna have to swing around this one just because I meant to do our downward facing dog facing the other way. That way you could have opened up to the front. But we're gonna swing ourselves around. So this time you want to swing your legs around to the front, and we're gonna keep our left knee bent, right leg comes out, yeah? Next time I'll make sure we do our downward dog facing the other way, yeah? All right, so we're here, nice and gentle. Take a stretch away from the leg. So left leg is bent, right leg is out. Very good. And then take your stretch toward that leg. Nice and open through the side body here. Try to keep both sits bones on the ground. Very nice, coming through. Then we're gonna turn our hips toward that right foot. So kind of diagonal, square to the right foot. And then take a nice big stretch, flat back over. Remember, keep the back flat if you can, no hunching over. Really feeling that stretch behind the hamstring. You can flex the foot to create a deeper stretch here. Nice deep breath, rising back up. We'll take one more just like that. Nice big inhale, exhale as you take your dip over. Nice deep breath. Very nice. On the inhale, rising back up. This time we're going to take our left leg that's bent, bring it back behind us for a jazz split. Remember to try to keep the hips square toward that right foot this time. And then if you need to bring the ankle in closer to the body, that's fine. Just find what works for you. Very nice. From here, we're going to take a nice dip over. Good. So this time you should feel it more through the hip flexor and the quad on the left. Breathing here. On the inhale, rising back up. And then we'll take the hands, bring them down by your side. Start to scoot your hips forward a little bit and start to lean on back. Maybe coming to your elbows, maybe coming all the way down with your shoulders on the ground, your choice. Find what works for you. No more, no less, yeah? That's with everything. Always finding where your body wants to go and finding what works for you. Never taking it more, never taking it less. Nice deep breaths here. Maybe take 3 more nice deep breaths. Maybe you flex and point this front foot. Find what works for you. Very nice. We'll take one more deep breath here. And then starting to make your way up nice and slowly. Very good. We're going to bring our left leg open, coming out into a straddle here. So both legs are out. Sit up nice and tall. Find the straddle that works for you. And then arms rise up. Nice and tall, nice and engaged through your core. Flex and point the feet to start. Gentle flex and point. Core is engaged. Shoulders are relaxed. We're breathing. Most important part is to breathe. Very good. Then from here, we point, we flex, we bend the knees. Breathe. We straighten, we point, we breathe. Flex, bend, breathe. Straighten, point, breathe. Flex, bend, breathe. Straighten, point, breathe. You should feel that burn. Flex, bend, breathe. Straighten, point, breathe. One more, I think. Flex, bend, breathe. Straighten, point, breathe. Very nice. So this time we're going to take our circles to the right because we did the right leg, yeah? So going around right, all the way around. Good. So those straighten, flex things are really good for building strength in your hip flexors. especially for those of you who are trying to get your straddle leaps or second jumps, those kinds of things. They're going to help strengthen so that you get your legs up faster. Very good. I think we did too many circles. You can bring the legs in and then start to windshield wiper those legs nice and gently. We've got 2 more minutes of our practice. Now your option to either come back into your kind of low crescent lunge and stay here, or you can go down into your full split. If you're going down into your full split, just make sure you're keeping that back leg straight as best as you can. Make sure you're keeping your upper body up. Make sure your hips are square, yeah? If you just want to stay here, that's fine too, your choice. Just find what works for you. Breathing. So what I mean by straight back leg, if you can, if you have yoga blocks or, and I should have brought mine in here, if yoga blocks or books to place underneath your hands, it's a lot more level for you. Or you can try to straighten this back leg so that you're taking the weight off of that back leg. Yeah, your choice. We'll take 2 more breaths wherever you are. And then we'll start to transition into straddle. So coming into a straddle, if you wish. If not, you can always maybe take a butterfly pose or do a sitting straddle, your choice. Oh. So finding what works for you. You want to make sure in your straddle, if you're not all the way down like I'm not, you want to make sure your hips are aligned with your heels here. Take a nice deep breath. And then we'll transition on into our other side leap. So, I'm sorry, leap. I'm thinking of loops today. Your other side split. So left split, coming on down. Or you can choose to take your half crescent again. Your choice. I'm not going to go for my left split today. My left hamstring is not happy with me. So find what works for you. Take a deep breath wherever you are. Start to make your way out of that left split or left crescent lunge, wherever you were. And then start to make your way back into a seated butterfly position. So bring the soles of the feet together, bring the knees out. Take a moment to kind of rock through your hips here. Feels really good to kind of let that go. Very nice. We're going to end our practice with a twist because twists really create clarity in the body, creating clarity in the mind and the spirit as well. So on the inhale, rise the arms all the way up to the sky. We're going to take a gentle twist to the back of our room. Doesn't matter which side you start on. When you twist, sit up nice and tall. Make sure you're breathing nice and deeply. This is cleansing out your body, your organs, kind of bringing yourself out. Maybe you look back toward that back shoulder. Very nice. On the inhale, we'll rise the arms up to the sky. Take a twist to the opposite side. Nice and gentle, tall spine. Deep breath. Bringing yourself out. Letting go through the mind, the body, and the spirit. Good. On the inhale, coming back up, rise the arms up to the sky. We'll come through heart center. Let love and gratitude carry you wherever you are. Allow yourself to progress and allow your intentions to bring you to a better place today. Thank you all so much for taking the moment to stretch with me, to join on in, to start your Monday morning with me, and I hope to see you again soon. Remember, I do have a bar on Mondays at 5 p.m. Eastern time, and then also Jazz Technique on Mondays at 6 Eastern time if you ever want to join, okay? All right, guys, you know how to reach me if you have any questions. You are awesome. Have a great Monday. Have a great week. Thank you. Take care.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.